Greetings and salutations. Welcome to All Bets Aside here on Ref the District, your premier betting responsibly program. One of these days, I'm going to work that intro to be a little bit better. I'm Nathan. Joining me, as always, my host, it's Stoner and Trev. We're streaming this live on Facebook, YouTube, and our Twitter. We'll be live later for the game, Washington versus New York Giants, final game of the season for the Washington football team. Final game potentially ever for the Washington football team, as the new name will be released on Groundhog's Day. But we're not talking about names today, folks. We're talking about who we'd be willing to put some money on. We have a special show for you today because we're actually going to have two games of the week. First game of the week is going to be Washington football team versus the New York football Giants. And then we're going to be talking about Georgia versus Bama. And then we'll go on to our lock of the week. What's that?
I said can't leave that one out.
Can't leave that one. Pretty big one. And that leads us into next week's show, which will not have a Washington game to bet on, a Washington football team game to bet on. We'll also be having the lock of the week brought to you by Stoner this week. And Trev's got your upset of the week. Of course, we got Ref the Parlay and fan favorite Dolla Dolla as well. All that here on All Bets Aside. Gentlemen, how are you feeling today about your bets?
I feel like a rich man today. I woke up feeling like money.
We hit on pretty much everything last week, so
we did, man. We were on fire last week. 4 out of our 5 picks hit.
Yeah.
So we were on fire. But this week,
nice. There's
no way we can do 100% because we're some of our picks are picking against each other. That's all right. Just listen to what I have to say, and you're gonna win some money. Don't listen to those two guys over there.
Okay.
Well, we'll see how the chips fall, as the week progresses here. But it's going to be an interesting one today. The Giants and Washington football team not playing for anything outside of pride. It's essentially a preseason game. What do you guys expect to happen in this game?
I expect us to come out and play like it does mean something. I think we just want to end on a good note with a W because we've lost past 3 or 4 in a row since that 4-game win streak that we were all so happy and go lucky about. So I think we're going to play to win.
I think
Washington, big favorites in this one. 7-point favorites. That's the largest they've been. And that's a surprising number given the fact that they are on a 4-game losing streak and have that 4-game losing streak has just gotten worse. It was a bad loss to the Cowboys, and then just Philadelphia running wild, then getting the absolute, de-pantsed against Dallas, and then Philadelphia doing pretty much the same thing last week. So -7, favorite here is a pretty big thing for Washington. Stoner, you think they're going to cover that?
Remember when we got to this point a few weeks ago when we said Washington just needs to get to 500 by the time the NFC roundtable started, and they've lost every game? Well, Dallas did pretty much the same thing. They had to get, or they got to that point as well. They had the last 5 games were against NFC East. They went 5-0. And Washington so far has gone 0-4.
Yeah,
so the
baby.
opportunity was there, and they just blew it. So it's surprising that Washington is such a big favorite, although the Giants have lost 5 in a row themselves. So
haven't been able to put up a lot of points on the board either, the Giants, and they're starting Jake Fromm today at quarterback. So it should be a pretty interesting one. Like I said, it's essentially a preseason game at the end, so it's going to be a hard one to figure out. But we're gonna give you our predictions for it right now. Stoner, who do you have in this game?
All right. Well, I mean, let's be honest here. Like you just said, it's almost going to be a preseason game by the time you get to the end. So you're going to have a lot of guys who normally should not be playing that are going to be playing. For Washington, I don't know that you're going to see the guys who are still healthy playing. Guys like McLaurin and Sheriff, Cosme. The guys that you just can't take a chance in a meaningless game to get hurt. So they're going to have a lot of guys starters not playing. The Giants already have a lot of guys who are out. Plus, we're starting, like you said, a third string quarterback. It's going to be such a low scoring game. So I'm going to simply I'm going with the under. The under has dropped to 37.5. Doesn't matter. It can drop another point if it wants to. I'm sticking with the under for the game of 38.
All right, and I'm actually going to. I think that Washington has a big chance to win on this particular game. At 7 points does scare me a little bit because Washington really hasn't been able to put on a lot of points on the board, but I do think that Washington will be able to cover this spread and will win today's game.
So I'm going straight up. You're just going straight
Yep.
up 7, giving up the 7. Okay.
Yep.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, I think Washington wins by 10.
Ooh.
Wow. Do you want me to change that?
No.
We can do an alternate spread, you know.
No, that's
There are alternate
we're
spreads.
good.
You sure?
Safety in numbers here.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure.
All right. I'm taking Washington in the money line simply because, like you said, Nathan, that's a favorable spread, but it's still 7. It's still too close. And like you said, Stoner, it's going to be a close game under 38, you think. It is NFC East. I know it's the last game of the year where it's like JV versus JV, but it is NFC East. These games do still mean something to both teams for history's sake. And I just think we're just going to come out and just win. I mean, it could be close by a field goal again. Could be by 20. Who knows? As long as we just win. So, because I still think that the starters that we have left playing for us are way better than what they have left playing for them. And I still think that we're just going to come out and dominate in every facet of the game. So, Washington money line.
All right. Dominate, but not enough to cover the spread.
Yeah,
no.
right.
I'm the only one who thinks they're going to dominate that fashion. Stoner's not even willing to put down a winner for the game.
I mean, when you've got, you're probably going to have Jake Fromm throwing to, give me a name, Joe Bixby. I don't know who. They're going to be throwing to guys who.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't trust a lot of points to be scored, and these teams just don't score a lot of points to begin with. Right? Neither
Which probably means that they're going to crush that under there. They're going to come out and everybody's going to score 38 points.
Oh no, it's probably going to be like 10-7.
Oh no, this is when teams don't normally score a lot of points. That's when and you say something like that. That's when they come out and they score 30 points. So we'll see. These two teams did combine for a thriller in week 2. So, but that was a long
way back then. Yeah.
You guys even remember that game? Like
of course.
How you were reacting.
Monday Night Football, baby.
Right?
It was Thursday Night Football.
It was Thursday night.
Was it Thursday Night Football?
And Nathan was there.
The game.
Who did we beat on Monday Night Football?
No less. Monday night was Seattle.
Okay, yeah. Thursday night. I remember that game. We almost lost that joker.
Hey, enough of that talk about Washington can't play well in primetime games. Were they 2-0 this year?
That's right, baby.
Sunday Night Football against Dallas was an embarrassment. So
I had blocked that.
I know we'd like to forget that happened.
2-1.
But it did happen.
It's better than Kirk Cousins. So
all right, let's move on to our next game of the week. This is the BCS Championship game, a rematch of the SEC Championship game. It's Georgia versus Alabama. Alabama won the SEC Championship pretty handedly against Georgia, but Georgia here is the favorite, but not by much. It is the over-under set at 52.5 was a little surprising to me. I think that's going to be a little, that to me, I didn't put this down, but I would definitely take the under here. I don't think that it's going to be that high scoring. I do realize that it was fairly high scoring, in the SEC championship game, the last time these two teams met, but I don't really think that is how the teams normally play. So, but how do you guys feel like this one's going to come out?
I'm taking Georgia money line.
Well, I think you're going first, Nathan. This time,
I am going to go first. I thought we were going to talk a little bit more about the game, but I mean,
the game, sure, yeah. I think it's going to be different. I mean, my initial thought was Alabama's going to do the same things they did in the SEC championship, roll over Georgia and just bask in the sunset with Nick Saban in his 7th championship in 13 years. But He doesn't have John Mechie at receiver for this go round. Word on the street is he's missing or going to be missing or potentially missing some offensive line help from Alabama to the first Monday. So if that's the case, then I look for Georgia's defensive line to just eat that weekend offensive line and go get Bryce Young and win this game. But it is Alabama. They can keep it close. I think it'll be closer than it was last time. Remember, it was close at the beginning, and then Alabama ran away with it. Mm-hmm. I think it might be close the entire game because they are still Alabama with or without their stars. So,
yeah, I think that's fair. But whenever I look at two teams that are really evenly matched, and it's hard to figure out who's gonna be favored, who's gonna win the game, I just look to the quarterbacks. And you, on one side, you've got a Heisman Trophy winner. On the other side, you got a walk-on. So I'm always going to side with the Heisman Trophy winner and the coach. So that's probably where my pick is going.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and make these picks. I am up first, and go ahead and throw mine up there. Remind me who I picked. There we go.
I was doing that for the Washington game. I was like, who did I? Okay.
That's right. You make them so long ago that you just might forget. That's
good. As mentioned, I actually did say I didn't think I put and this is the reason why I needed to put it up there. I didn't think I said to take the under, but I do take the under here. I'm in fact taking Georgia, taking the points. I think it is going to be a close game, but I don't think it's going to be that close. I think that, but Georgia does end up winning the rematch here. Defensive, game plan for them, but takes home the championship second time this season, I guess, is technically, if you'd look at it that way, because the Braves won the World Series. So within this short span here, the Georgia fans will be pretty happy. Too bad about them Falcons, though.
Yeah, too bad. They're terrible. Trev, you want me to put yours up too, or do you remember?
I think I did. I think I did Georgia money line, didn't I?
Yeah,
I did.
Moneyline stores.
That's me.
Yeah. He loves money.
Yeah, why not? Like they could also win by 1. I mean, I don't know. It's just they could win by 3, which they'll cover, but you have to bank on it to be super duper close for that to happen. So I don't know, man. I'm just taking Georgia money line to just flat out win, no matter what the score is.
Yeah, I mean, all that reasoning makes sense. But I got 2 things to go with my pick. I'm going Alabama money line. What?
No, go ahead. I want to hear your reasons first, and then recall what you said.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I want to take you back to what you said.
All right. So first and foremost, Nick Saban in his career is 25-1 against assistant coaches who have become head coaches. 25-1. He's beaten Kirby Smart every time that they've played him. The one loss was actually this year when he lost to Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M. That's the only time he's ever lost to one of his assistants who are not head coaches. Why are we going against a 25 out of 26 trend? We just shouldn't go against that trend.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, you're right. But I like trends, so I'm going to stick with trends. And then, like I said, when it comes to being close,
not enough to take the points.
Well, I mean, I'm getting more action if I take the money line. So I'm just going to go straight money line at plus 115. I believe if I take the 2.5, I have to give up the juice. I think it's like minus 115 or something like that. So I'm just going to say Alabama straight up wins this thing. They have the better quarterback. I understand Georgia's defense is great, but look what he did against them in the SEC championship. Tore them apart.
All right. Well,
we'll find out.
I don't know if it was on air or not, but I do recall Stoner said, I don't know what you guys are talking about with Georgia. You said Georgia's going to win this game. You said that.
I did?
Yes. Do you remember that
today or like some other time?
I think it was either on Wednesday's show or it was sometime when we were all three like this, and you said, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but Georgia's going to win. You said that.
I don't think so.
I promise you said that.
We'll have to look at the tape.
Because I said Alabama was going to roll over them, and you were like, Georgia's going to win.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe he's mixing us up.
Can I change my pick?
Too late. Start on screen.
No.
Yep.
Okay.
Next.
He's covering his ground there, so he can go back to say, either way, he's going to be a winner on this one. EP's thinking Alabama's going to win, so
Yeah,
see.
I hope
I don't like lining myself up with EP and her.
Yeah, have fun with that, man.
Here we are.
All right, let's move on to our lock of the week, presented
All right.
to you today by Stoner.
All right, I got your lock of the week. Now, you guys are gonna have to. I want to stay away from football, especially the NFL. With all of these games, you don't know who's playing, who's not playing, who's gonna put their best efforts in because some teams
That's what makes it fun.
don't have a dog in the fight. So I'm staying away from the NFL for my
Okay.
lock. Here's a lock.
Okay.
Remember what I said earlier about trends? Okay.
Yeah.
The Washington Wizards, in 4 out of their last 5 road games, they went over the total. The Orlando Magic, whom they played tonight, 5 of their last 5 home games have gone over the total. So Washington is playing at Orlando. And here's the Wiz, their last 4 game totals. 252, 225, 245, and 239. And Orlando's 4 out of their last 6 game totals, 237, 254, 227, and 222. The number is 220 and a half, the over. You're going way over on this 220 and a half. This is going to fly over. It might be 220 and a half midway through the 4th. I mean, this is such a mortal lock. You might want to put your entire 401k on it, but don't forget the little thing up there that says please bet responsibly. Don't forget that.
Yeah, please bet responsibility. And this is just
That's an interesting
show
line.
where we like to talk bets. We're not encouraging you to do
that's
anything to that effect.
I'm not encouraging you to clean out your entire 401k and put it on over for this week. But if you do, you'd probably be pretty smart in doing so.
Stoner's gonna
So
go
over in
bankrupt.
the Wizards
Someone listens to
Magic game, 220 and a half. There you go.
Yep.
There's your lock.
Yeah, that seems fair. I mean, you're talking 2 teams that defensively aren't really going to stop each other. So here's the problem I have with this, and this is why I think it's set reasonably low, is Washington cannot hit the 3 consistently. And if they have an off night, I can see them scoring something like 90 points, and the
This
Magic
is too good
only
to be
scoring
true.
100, and you just broke, and then Stoner's 401k is empty.
Yes. I
mean,
was going
this is
to go there
locked.
too. Like, this is too good to be. This is set up to be a low scoring affair because of the statue.
No.
Yes, this
Don't
is
go
definitely
with do
set up.
theory. That's do theory you're talking about. Go with the trend. The last 4 games for the Wiz: 252, 225,
Trends
245, 239. That's what you call a trend. Right now they're playing horribly defensively. So just stick with the trend. Don't go with do theory. Come on.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's a good lock. I'm just saying I would not be surprised to.
I see you. I see you.
All right,
I get
well,
you, Trev.
let's move on to Trev's.
Oh,
right.
boy.
Who we putting on upset alert here?
Jets, Jets will beat the Buffalo Bills
Straight up.
today. Straight up.
Money line is plus 750, Trev.
I'm going to win $75 if I bet $1 on that.
Yes, you are.
I'm telling
Bet
you.
$1.
Upset of the week. I just
You know what?
feel...
You know what, Trev?
What's up?
I'm with you.
Are you?
I'm with you, Trev.
Here we
Let's
go.
Let's go for it. I'm doing
You
it.
ready?
Let's go.
The Buffalo Bills play horrible at home. They do.
Okay.
They don't play good at home. The Jets are the Jets, but it seems like they have started to find out who they are towards the season's end. They haven't been blown out as much. I mean, maybe they haven't paid attention, but I'm just basing off of last week's game.
I haven't paid attention. But they're my upset
Not to
of
the
week.
Jets, not to the Jets, but to last week, of course, with the Antonio Brown thing. They were beating the Buccaneers before Brown left. So they had him on the field playing, and they were beating the Bucs. I just think Zach Wilson is starting to settle into the NFL now towards the end of the season as a rookie because he struggled all year with injuries and performance. And I'm just saying the Bills, they have something to play for, so they might be coming out, they're trying to play for that home field advantage, but I think the Jets are going to spoil that for them, even though they know they have no shot of making the playoffs, and the Bills will make playoffs regardless. they want to just be that spoiler alert. You know what I mean? So
it would be
Park
Bills like to lose today.
It would be. Yes.
And let the Patriots win the division. It would be very Bills-like. They are one of the franchises, much like Washington, that the fans just know misery.
So don't listen to
the Jets are not exactly the ones that
I'm about trends, and this trend is nuts. So that's why you should take it.
Now you're with
you
trends.
should definitely take it.
I am with
the nuttiest trend of all day.
All right,
Jets over the Buffalo Bills.
I like it.
That's a big upset. As mentioned, the money line on that is 750. So
this is one you do not put your entire 401k on. All right, this is one you might just want to dabble just a little bit, like Trev with the $1 that he's putting on.
Yeah, $1 goes.
Maybe that's someone's 401k plan. You never know. Everybody's different. That could be their 401k.
That's right.
Well, speaking of $1, let's get to our Ref the Parlay, where we've put together a small little parlay here for you.
Yeah, dog.
And so Stoner, what was your contribution to this week's parlay?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Chargers. Mike Williams anytime touchdown. It's plus 210. I think that's pretty juicy. They're going to be playing tonight, Sunday Night Football, Chargers and Raiders, for a winner-take-all type game, unless some crazy stuff happens and they have a tie and they both get in, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. So I looked at all the different guys who had some plus money for this parlay for anytime touchdowns, and I went with Mike Williams at plus 210. I think that's a pretty juicy selection for the first leg of our Ref the Parlay.
It's actually pretty smart.
Only gets juicier from there, though.
It does.
Yeah.
Only gets juicier from there. Trev with the juiciest of selections today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the LA Rams. Well, first I gotta preface it. So before the show, we all three here tell each other our Ref the Parlay picks before we go on air, and I said LA Rams anytime touchdown score plus 600. Stoner goes LA Rams. And no lie, the whole time I'm like, yeah, they play at SoFi Stadium, which is in LA. They're not St. Louis anymore. But I let it ride, didn't say anything. And I was like, yeah, ... What's wrong with that? And he goes, isn't that too high for them just to score a touchdown? I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to put special teams or defense touchdown for the Rams. So that's my parlay pick. I think with Jimmy G, with that questionable thumb, he's starting, he's not. He's starting, he's not. He's starting, he's not all week. Well, now he's starting. I just think that's going to give him problems. And the Rams, who went and got Von Miller with Jalen Ramsey and some other key defenders, Leonard Floyd over there too. I think their defense is actually going to step up this game and be who they've been all year on paper and cause some turnovers and score a touchdown off of that. So pick six, maybe. Scoop and score fumble. You know.
Right. I just thought you meant LA Rams would just score a touchdown in the game, and I was like,
I forgot 600? Special teams. I really thought you thought they were like not in LA. I was like, they're in LA. Yeah.
Stoner showing his age.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, that's my parlay pick.
Well, I decided to go with somebody in the burgundy and gold there, and I'm picking Jarrett frickin' Patterson to score an anytime TD. It's at plus 320 right now, so not too bad. I think honestly, like we've talked about it, I think that a lot of backups are going to see some play.
And last week too, you know, when
he was pretty successful last week. So this would be $3 gets you 270.42. So not a bad little get there if this parlay hits. So we'll see whether or not that does hit for us. That's our Ref the Parlay. Sticking on the dollar theme, it's Dolla Dolla time.
Hey,
all right, let's do it. We got Dolla Dolla.
I'm at the top of this chart, aren't I?
You are currently leading this season.
After week one, yes.
After week one, you're leading. I got to make some smarter bets. I was getting a little. I was kind of in the mindset that I still had money from last year to play with, essentially.
Nah, dog, you broke. You're broke.
Yeah, and I got to remind myself, this is a fresh start. So we'll see where we end up here. I imagine you guys really like the Jarrett Patterson touchdown, so that no one's going to go against that. Right?
Yeah, I'm not going against that.
No one's going to go against.
What about Jarrett Patterson with 2 touchdowns?
I wouldn't touch that.
I
would say no. I would say that he doesn't score twice.
Actually, I'm not going to bet it either because I got the under. I got to stick to rooting for.
Jared freaking Patterson scores 2 touchdowns today.
All right, I'll go against it. He gets 1. I don't think he gets 2.
Trev, JFP, 2 plus TD, and Nathan and Stone are going against it. I don't know if I like aligning myself with Nathan on these bets. Right? I used to be worried about aligning myself with Trev, but
yeah,
I'm
the one who's in the hole right now.
All right.
So EP is with Trev on that one. Just make sure you mark that one down there because EP's on the board. The Terry McLaurin gets his 1,000 yards receiving on the season. So he gets at least 40 yards receiving
I'm with
today.
you. I'm with Nathan.
Nope. No, I don't even think he's gonna play. Hardly. He might not even play at all. He might even be inactive.
Bro, he'll do the Devontae
I'm not
Smith and get the award, they get the record, and then whatever.
Okay, but they're still like they're still motoring, getting ready for the playoffs and all. We got nothing to play for, and you get him out there trying to get 40 yards and he gets hurt. Woo! Ron might get fired for that.
What if it's a 40-yard bomb?
He gets 40 yards. He's going to get his 40 yards.
Taylor Heineke's playing quarterback. There's no such thing as a 40-yard bomb to McLaurin.
It's a 20-yard bomb. Two 20-yard bombs.
All right, McLaurin.
You make a very good point there, Stoner.
40 yards. All right. Stoner says no way.
I'm not touching Gibson's. I don't think Gibson makes it to.
I don't think he's going to be active either.
He's not playing.
You want to bet on that?
No, because that's
that would be dumb.
Straight up. That's just.
All right, Stoner, what's yours? You haven't contributed to the board yet.
All right, Stoner says, I'm going to steal some thunder here. Joey Sly misses at least 1K.
I'll take that. He's making everything he kicks. I got a hot one. I know it's not going to happen, but I got a hot one.
I'm with Trev on the Joey Sly one.
I got a hot one.
You got to deal with him now, Trev. You got to deal with Nathan.
I don't know if this is going to be real or not. I'll probably lose $1 off top. Ryan Winslow remains placeholder for this game.
Because Tressway is
not going. He's going to. I know, but he's not going to be the placeholder.
Well, they're going to use up a roster spot with a backup punter.
I mean, I'm taking.
I'm giving you an out. I'm giving you a chance to take it away.
I'm out. I'll take it out.
All right.
Stop. I wanted the easy money.
I mean, I said it. I said it's going to be an easy dollar. You guys. I said that.
Yeah. No, I feel bad.
You couldn't let him have it, huh? Couldn't let him have it.
All right, you got another one, Trev, though?
I have one. I
think Taylor Heineke throws an interception today. I still think it happens.
Just one?
Just one. Just one.
Yeah, I think he does too.
Yeah, I think
okay, I'll do 2. I'll do my usual 2 and one's a tipped.
All right, I'll go against that again.
I'll go against it.
I think this is one of his worst games, but we still win for some reason by defense.
I think he'll be fine. They're just not going to throw the ball that much, I don't think.
I do think that they're going to do a lot of running. I think that they're going to try to just get to the off season.
Just get to the off season, man.
So, but they're going to get Terry his yards. They will. That part is true. They are also going to get at least one pass to our boy Samus Reyes.
He's not playing.
Yeah, he's not playing.
He's out.
Already been ruled out.
Has he been ruled out?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Hamstring.
Yeah.
Man, that boy needs to see the field, man.
He heard it in practice.
He has seen the field. He's been on special teams every damn game, getting taunting penalties, missing blocks when he's on the offense. He's seen the field, all right?
That's fair. I did not see that he was out. I did see RSJ was out, so that's why I was just like, okay, there we go. Samus Reyes.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
probably going to be
doesn't take up
Nice.
a big spot.
I got one for you.
Bates and Hemingway or something.
Yeah, Hemingway scores a touchdown today. That's my Dolla
Yeah,
Dolla.
I'm taking that.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
That's my hottest take of realistically.
That's pretty hot.
That's pretty hot one. That one's pretty good.
Nathan and Stoner again. Damn it. I
Yep.
like this.
Y'all about to be.
All right, you ready? I got one.
All right.
I love Nathan dances to my singing every
Uh-oh.
time.
Time to feed
Time to feed a dog.
Time,
Gotta feed a
Time to
dog.
feed Sparty.
time for his snack.
Time to feed a dog.
All right, so mine is that Jake from
State Farm.
State Farm.
From Georgia, also, by the way.
That's right. I remember watching him in high school. He was on one of those
Damn, you
QB
old.
shows or whatever. him and Justin Fields and some kid who went to Wake Forest. Anyway, so
Okay.
Jake Fromm throws a
State
touchdown.
Nah, that doesn't happen. I'll go against you on that. So I'll take it, right?
Yep, you're taking that
Yep.
bet.
They've scored one touchdown in 35 possessions, Nathan. Don't take it.
Yeah, I'm with Trev on this one. I don't.
I mean, I know it's us, and we would be the team to let that happen, but realistically, bruh, if it was Daniel Jones and they had the same stat, then maybe. But Jake Fromm, bruh?
Jake Fromm, State Farm. All right.
Let's see. Is the board pretty full? Do we need more?
No,
like
we need we got Trevor with one, Nathan with one, Stoner with one, Trevor with two more, Stoner with one more, Nathan needs one.
Okay, I got to get one on here.
Yeah.
Make it a spicy
Only got
one,
the,
Nathan.
McLaurin one. Nathan. You got another one, Trev?
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
did another one while he's thinking.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Kendall Fuller records the interception.
All right. Trev.
Man, you're coming up with some really good ones.
Fuller. I'm with you, Trev.
I'm with Trev on this one too. I don't. No action. No
Okay, how about
action
this?
on that
Kendall Fuller drops an interception today.
one. I think that's even more likely.
Yeah. All right, you know what? Just for the juice, I'll go against the Fuller. And
Yeah, give me some juice.
I want to
So-
abstain though, if that's the
abstaining?
case.
All right.
Abstain.
All right, Nathan, you got one? Did you come up with one?
Washington records
How many
no
sacks?
less than 3 sacks.
Here you go. Okay. I like that one.
All right, well, I'm taking the bet, so they're not getting 3 sacks. Stoner. Trev, you going on either side?
I think we eat Jake
Get at
Fromm
least
today. Mm-hmm.
All right, so Trev's with you on that.
Chase Young is reportedly suiting up for this game to test out the new knee.
All right.
test that out.
Preseason game, so
Him and Samus Reyes and Ryan Winslow.
Yeah.
All right, we got score predictions. I need a new whiteboard marker. I'm going to need somebody. My PayPal is StoneDog23 at
EP.
Yahoo.
EP.
I need a new
Your
one of
employees need a new. All right.
these.
Score
Stoner,
prediction?
Trev, Nate.
Washington football
Just
team.
like just like the military though, you got to fill out like 7 forms to get that one
What's your
marker.
request?
You know, I'm gonna go with my boy Authentic from Authentic and the Beard, and I'm gonna ride with him and say Washington 27, the Giants 6.
Wow. Okay. I've got Washington also, but I've got them
Oh.
winning. I'm tampering it down from when we talked to Authentic, so it's not going to be as high scoring as I thought. So I think it's going to be 17-13 Washington.
And I bet you we'll come back and win that game. We'll be losing and we'll come back
gotta
and we'll
be a
win
comeback.
17. Yeah.
You want that in a
It's gonna be
dollar?
13-10. We're losing, and then we come back and win 17-13. Excuse me.
I forget what I said when we had Authentic on Wednesday, but I'm still sticking with Washington, and I do think that they have a chance to pitch a shutout today, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go Washington 20, New York 3.
Oof. Wowza. There you
Nathan
go.
just wants that damn touchdown from New York so bad. That's why he said
There's
13.
the $dollar board.
I said 3.
Not you. I'm sorry. I meant Stoner.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I was just like, stop mixing us up.
Sorry. No, I do it all.
Well, that's going to finish us up here for All Bets Aside. Please bet responsibly. We just like to have a little bit of fun here. We'll see if any of these hit next week. You can join us again, 11 o'clock Sundays is where All Bets Aside. You'll actually catch us here in about an hour and a half, 12:45. We'll be live streaming the commentary and reactions to the Washington football team versus New York Giants game. And then we'll catch us live also on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. And tomorrow, 7 p.m. Monday, we have EB from the Junkies joining us for the last day after reckoning of this season. And until next time,
What?
be a fan.
We love Washington, and we some die-hard fans. Yeah, we are. You know we keep it on 10. Let's talk about the offense. 1, 2, 3, let's go. And they gifted. We are ref the district. Podcast. Come on now and join us. You join it.